All right, what is going on, everybody? We have just got down to CrossFit Ipswich. We're down here for the 9:30 class on a Friday. I've just coached all morning and we've raced down here as quickly as we could. We're gonna hit the 9:30 class. I've already had a chat to Braden and Blake, the owners. So you're gonna see that in a second. We're gonna jump straight into class. So let's quickly run in. Let's see what the gym looks like. It's just been repainted, revamped a little bit. Blake and Braden, they're brand new owners. I think they've only owned the gym for about 2 or 3 months. So they've got a crazy whirlwind story of buying a gym at 23 and 25 years old, revamping it a bit, trying to reignite a community, which looks like they've done an awesome job with. Looks like it's vibing already. So they've got an awesome story with a bit of a different perspective. Most of the gyms I've been to, they've been owned for 2, 5, 7, 10 years. So these guys have got a different perspective and a new young sort of blood that they're bringing to the CrossFit space. So let's run in, let's do the WOD, let's have a chat, and let's see what CrossFit Ipswich is all about. So we're sitting down here with Braden, Vendor, and Blake.
Armitage.
No,
Armitage?
He calls himself Balaki.
Oh,
I don't
Balaki.
understand why.
Yeah, that's what it was on Instagram. Blake Balaki.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
The brand new owners of CrossFit Ipswich. So we've just rocked down here. It's Friday morning. We're hitting the 9:30 class. I'm just going to have a bit of a chat to them about their CrossFit stories and a bit of a story about CrossFit Ipswich. Just to share the message. They've just taken over the gym in the last couple of months as new owners. They've revamped the place. They've reinvigorated the membership, and I'm guessing they're trying to serve the Ipswich community in a new awesome way. So thanks for jumping on. Thanks for having me down here. I'll just ask you a few questions. Let's go. We'll start with let's go.
Let's grow.
What's that?
Well,
what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, please explain it. I actually want to know.
To be honest, like back in the day, there was everyone's like was saying let's go, and then I'm like, man, how can I give go a bit more context? And then I'm like, if you add an R and a W to go, it means grow. And it's, anyway, and then one day I was looking at people doing all their branding stuff, and they're like, oh, these guys have all these different like things for their branding. Like gorilla has like the gorilla, and I'm like searching for emojis one day, and I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool. And then I just started doing it.
So follow CrossFit Ipswich, Braden and Blake, and I don't know if Blake does it much.
Braden
does it, but it's this
Sometimes.
let's grow thing. It's cool. Like if you've got that little saying or phrase or whatever.
It works. You think about it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's just
hell yeah, it works.
it's just branding.
Yeah, it's just branding. But it G's people up and people identify with it. I guess it'll end up on a t-shirt at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's in the logo.
How did that happen anyway?
Alright, so CrossFit Ipswich has been around for a while. Before you guys, what was the story? Like, how long have they been around? Not sure, or...
I think it's been 10 years.
It's like a 10-year gym.
They must have been one of the first ones because they've got the name Ipswich.
Yeah, it's actually the oldest gym in Ipswich, oldest CrossFit gym in Ipswich, first ever one. So I don't know too much about the past, but I know they've had like, how many different owners? Like 6, 7 different owners. So it's kind of been passed around like the local bicycle, but
yeah, it's been passed
it's been passed around like the local bicycle. So I don't know. I don't really know why it's been moved so much. I don't know if people have not invested the time. Back in the day when it first opened, it was actually really like
a vibing box. Yeah.
A lot of them who own the gym weren't full time. Yeah. They all had other jobs.
Yeah.
So it's just been too much.
And now you guys are 100% invested.
This is our full time.
Oh yeah, cool. So let's go into you guys a little bit more then. Start with Blake. What's your story with CrossFit or training and fitness?
Well, I'm Brisbane based.
Yeah.
So I've only been in Ipswich for about a year.
Yeah.
I started when I was 15. I'm now 25. So this has been a 10-year journey for me. My next door neighbour actually owns a CrossFit gym.
Yep. Which gym was that?
That was CrossFit Rocks.
Yep.
In Brisbane. I had no idea what CrossFit was. I just thought he owned a commercial gym.
Yep.
And then my parents hit him up, like, can you train my son? Can you train my son? And he's just like, oh, no, I don't really train kids at the moment. That's when I was like 13, 14. 2 years later, they try again. He's like, actually, yeah, I've started taking on kids now. It took me on when I was 15. Trained me personally for a couple of years. And then by the time I was like 17, he let me join the adult class.
Yeah. So you've got to start kids when they're young.
Yeah.
You have to because you've got to follow Blake on Instagram too. The stuff that he does is pretty cool. Like, he's only a small dude, but the weights he lifts are crazy. All those gymnastic things that you do are pretty cool too. Yeah. Braden, CrossFit history.
CrossFit history. Gym history, I started when I think it was grade 7. I started in grade 7, and I remember I liked this chick, it was grade 7. I liked this chick. I finally got the courage to go up to her and say, hey. I was overweight at the time. And then I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? And then one of my mates comes over and calls me fat in front of her. And then they're both laughing at me, and I'm just like, trauma. It was trauma. It was actual trauma. And then I went home, and then I started hitting the gym every day, lost heaps of weight, and then I started CrossFit, and then I just fell in love with it, and then got pretty good at CrossFit, and then I'm like, oh, I'm actually really good at weightlifting, and then I got really good at weightlifting, and now I'm pretty good at jiu-jitsu and MMA, so yeah, I'm transitioning more over to that, just using CrossFit as fitness every now and then. Yeah,
that's kind of what's cool about the CrossFit too. Like, it'll expose you to so many different things. And highlight your strengths as well as the weaknesses.
Yeah, supplements basically any sport.
Absolutely, 100%. All right. So revamped gym. What have you done? While we're talking, I might throw on some images of what it looks like beforehand. But what's new? What have you done since you've taken over? So, new paint job?
Yeah, we repainted the whole gym. Man, that look all the way up.
That took a long time, mate.
Yeah, you had the cherry picker and everything. Yeah.
Not a fan of heights.
well, there was an old reception over there, but
tore that down.
Yeah,
revamped area over there. Yeah,
buy new mats and everything. That's about it. Doesn't sound like much, but it took a while.
But and now we turned on the mats were.
That was a pain in the ass. The mats were terrible.
We're to refurbish the whole floor, it would have been 12K to get new mats, and then the mats were falling apart. So I looked at them. I'm like, how can we fix these? And I'm like, man, we just had an idea to flip them. And the bottom side was actually okay.
Bloody perfect.
We took every single mat individually. Right, individually pressure washed every single one, then brought them all back.
That was a long ass job. Yeah, so they're okay. It's still love to get new mats, but it's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. Yeah. Has anyone ever caught Yogi?
No, that's an actual fact. No, but if they do,
is there a prize if you catch Yogi?
Well, it's lifetime membership.
Lifetime membership.
And he's currently 380.
I'll put a video on it.
It's currently 388 to 0, so it's...
So follow him on Instagram, and you've got to try and catch Yogi the dog, and he just...
But if someone does, they're going to have to dive on him, and then it's going to be
Our insurance is incredible, because the amount of ankles he snaps.
And then they're going to get done for dog abuse anyway. It's going to be screaming. Anyway, no one's going to catch Yogi. That's a guarantee.
I know it's only been in short term so far, but what's your community about? What would you say? What would you say your young community is about?
What would you say? Building each other up.
Yeah, building each other up.
Atmosphere.
Or just just making better people, building better people, I guess, and just making everyone have the best hour of their day every day. Because as most people come to the gym to let out mental stress. They just come here to have some fun because they're working 9 to 5 and they just want to get out of the house. And the goal is just always to make them have the best hour of their day.
Wait,
while making people fitter, faster, and stronger.
How old are you guys? 25 and
23.
23. That's crazy. This is crazy. This is the stories that affiliate owners or CrossFit or gym owners will tell you, but it's pretty cool that you guys actually say it. So good on you. I know, another short-term question, but what's your greatest achievement so far opening the gym or owning the gym?
Remember that time we ate $5 pizzas for 3 weeks straight because we had no money? That was pretty good. The greatest achievement so far, I don't know, man. It's so...
Journey's just beginning.
It's just beginning. There's so much to achieve that.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. Like we're saying this like to ourselves after the first month. Like in the first month, we signed up like 55 to 60 people, which was crazy. I remember saying, I'm like, this making like, because we had like no money. Yeah. No money. I was paying myself like $100, $200 a week. We were living off
like
$5
$1
pizzas.
on my bank account.
Yeah, we were living off $5 pizzas. I'm like, man, it's gonna be the hardest month of our life. And then yeah, we signed up all the guys. And now it's still sort of building up the community, which is the challenge. And now after that month, we're both burnt out and we're
I'd say that's probably our biggest achievement. Yeah, was to basically triple membership.
Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, that's amazing. That achievement can't be understated in such a short amount of time. Like first month, signing up 50 members.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We went hard.
Yeah, it is hard. It does come with like when you sign so many people up at once, it's hard to like how can I maintain that community? How can I make everyone fit in that? Which is very, very hard.
How do you give all these new members
the
attention they deserve?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. All right, last one before we get into the 9:30 workout. What's a bit of the goal, or what do you want to do for the Ipswich community? What do you want to do as a gym? What's the next step?
Fix everyone's technique.
I want to be the best looking technique in Ipswich.
Well, just to
get people moving.
One would be to stop the stigma of like CrossFit has shit technique and all that, and stop people keeping pull-ups, doing pull-ups more strict, and just ruin like just get rid of all the like a lot of the stigmas, and then franchise out. So just create something really, really cool. Well, that's the goal. To create something cool that we can franchise, that we can manage, and then we can. As a coach, you're limited with the amount of people you can influence unless you go online. But if we start mentoring other coaches, we can then expand into their influence too. So if Blakey helps me become a better person, a better coach, like I can help more people, and then in turn he's helping. Yeah, so just to build better coaches and like build a better community, I guess.
We've got members turning up and ski ergs and deadlifts or power cleans or something, so we'll wrap it up there. Get into the workout. Thanks for sitting down for a chat.
Thanks, mate.
Really cool to. What do we do?
Thanks, mate. Come on, mate. Let go now. Come on, mate. Let go. We're on camera. This is getting awkward.
You're making me grow.
I'm getting some sick.
Let's go with the G.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Get out of here.
Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power.
So at the end of that video, that was just a little bit over 2 weeks ago. A lot has happened since that last clip that you just saw, and I could have put the vlog out a little bit sooner, but I feel like I've been waiting to get myself back into the right headspace, just to post this video to YouTube and to shout out CrossFit Ipswich and my visit there. So long story short, what happened just moments after that final clip, I've gone to, and it all happened, like the saying is, it all happened in a split second. I literally think it happened in less than a split second. I've gone for the heavy push press. For some reason, I've tried to back rack the barbell, and the barbell's gone down to the floor behind me while I'm still holding it. I ended up fracturing my elbow. So I fractured the olecranon, which is in the elbow joint. It doesn't seem like it's a catastrophic injury, but a pretty serious one nonetheless. And basically the last 2 weeks have been quite interesting, nursing a fractured elbow in a sling. Hey Mally, we're sitting in the park at the moment, just chilling out, getting some sun, having a bit of a play. But basically, yeah, the last 2 weeks have been quite interesting, nursing a fractured elbow in a sling, and now I'm out of the sling. But the goal is to regain my range of motion. I'm not really doing anything with that arm, but the goal is to regain my range of motion, full flexion and extension, and then rotation and whatnot of the elbow. So that day took a little bit of a turn for the worst. One thing's for sure, I can't shout out CrossFit Ipswich highly enough. What those guys do is totally awesome. Blake and Braden are two of the coolest trainers I've ever met, and maybe it's just because we're both guys, we're all guys, and we're all around the same age, all in sort of the same position in terms of employment, interests and all that type of thing. But two CrossFit trainers or gym owners that I've just about gotten the best on with out of anyone that I've met. The injury, really unfortunate, but 100% on me. Take a 100% responsibility for that. I changed the technique for some unknown reason. I literally can't explain it. But I guess that's all in the past now. So we're gonna move forward, and we're not gonna back rack any barbells ever again, I don't think. Definitely can't wait to get back to lifting and training properly. But yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to leave this vlog until I've been in more of the right headspace to get back into it and whatnot. I have posted stuff on my personal Instagram, so if you follow me there, you would have been sort of semi up to date with how I'm going and where I'm at. But yeah, like I've already said, I've wanted to wait till I've been in the right headspace and the right position to post this video. But CrossFit Ipswich, Braden and Blake, thanks so much for having me. What you guys are doing and what you have done in such a short space of time has been nothing short of amazing. Sort of revamping and revitalizing CrossFit Ipswich. You're going to do amazing things coming into the future. I can't wait to actually get back down to see you guys in the very near future and sort of make a little bit of a comeback. But just so you guys, so everyone knows, I'm still training. I'm just adapting wherever possible, spending a fair bit of time on the bike, spending a lot of time doing step-ups and single arm presses and things like that with my good side. But that's where I'm at. CrossFit Ipswich, thanks for having me. I can't wait to come back down. For everyone else, just make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the videos, check out all the other gyms I've been to, and in the comments, just comment where you want me to head to next. I know this weekend I'm heading to CrossFit Hapu, which is on the Gold Coast. I've been there already, but it's their birthday, and I'm not sure how old they're turning, but CrossFit Hapu's birthday. So we're heading down for a birthday vlog, birthday WOD, and they've got a brand new facility. So it will be a lot of new stuff to see down there, and I can't wait to sort of catch up with Renee, the owner of CrossFit Hapu. But thanks for staying tuned, guys. I'll see you guys in the gym.
Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, power, infinite.